to the morning sun. Feel the warmth, a new day has begun. Coffee brews and the world comes to life. A Logan County breakfast started right. Join us here, come smile with me. In morning light, oh so free. Feel the joy, feel the beat. Logan County's got the rhythm.
Good morning, Logan County. I'm Brian.
And I'm Lindsey. Let's start our day with a little inspiration. Today's daily devotional comes from Colossians 3:15. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. For as members of one body, you are called to live in peace and always be thankful.
Amen. Good morning and welcome to Logan County Breakfast, your go-to show for uplifting stories and great conversations to start your day right here in beautiful Logan County, Arkansas.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. We're thrilled to have you with us today. Get ready for some fantastic news, entertaining segments, and a whole lot of fun to kickstart your day. So sit back, relax, and let's make this a wonderful morning together.
We have an exciting show lined up for you today. First, we'll dive into a bit of history, share an inspiring story, and catch you up on the latest local news. But first, we'll kick things off with a quick look at the weather. Right after this brief message, stay tuned.
Rice Lawn Care and Tree Services, your trusted partner for tree care in Boonville and surrounding areas. Specializing in expert tree care and removal, they handle every job with precision. Stacy in Boonville said, Kevin and his crew did an excellent job removing 3 trees. Great price and quality work, highly recommend. From hazardous tree removals to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. Serving Boonville and the surrounding communities with honest service and competitive prices. Call Rice Lawn Care and Tree Services today at 479-206-1582 for a free tree consultation.
Here's a look at today's weather in Logan County, sponsored by Baker's Shelter Insurance. Today, mainly sunny, high around 70 degrees. Beautiful spring day. And tonight, mainly clear, then a few clouds later on with a low near 47.
Is that too cold for the little chicks? Because they can't come in. They'll be flying all over the room.
I don't think it will be too cold for them.
Okay.
You know, every day brings with it its unique piece of history. Let's explore some of the most fascinating events that happened on this day in our next segment called On this day in 1889, the Eiffel Tower officially opens for dignitaries and an award ceremony in Paris, France. Designed by Gustave Eiffel and built for the Exposition Universelle at 300 meters high, it held the record for tallest man-made structure for 41 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Good morning, Brandy Weaver, and good morning, Kenner Christensen.
Yes,
we're so glad you all could join us this morning. And you know what? We love potatoes so much, and you bet we're ready for it. This National Tater Day on March 31st. Bake them, boil them, fry them, mash them. They will always taste heavenly. The versatility potatoes lend means that they are great both for salty and sweet cuisines, either elevating the taste of a dish or complementing the accompanying flavors. This tubular vegetable also holds the credit of solving food shortages, both in the old ages and the new. So happy
potatoes.
We do. Happy National Tater Day. Good morning, Merle Martindale.
Yes, good morning.
Coming up after the break, we'll jump into the news and local events happening near you. Don't go away.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Contact Baker's Shelter Insurance in Booneville at 479-675-2782.
Start your day with something handmade and heartfelt right here in Magazine, Arkansas. There's a little gym called Let's Sew, where every stitch tells a story. From custom quilts to one-of-a-kind dresses, our artisans bring your ideas to life. Need a quick hem, a cozy throw for those crisp mornings, or maybe a special gift? Let's Sew has you covered with a small-town care and big-time skill. Pop into Let's Sew on Pretty Street, open weekdays from 9 to 5 and 9 to 3 on Saturdays. We're more than a shop, we're your creative neighbor. Let's Sew, where magazine's heart meets the thread. Visit us today and create something beautiful together. Let's Sew, Magazine, Arkansas. Call 479-206-2210 or stop by.
It's now time for our news brief.
Arkansas lawmakers have introduced a bill that some are calling a win for personal property rights. Known as the Home Opportunities Made Easier Act, introduced by Senator Jay Petty and Representative R. Burks, the legislation aims to combat the housing affordability crisis affecting many working families across the state. The bill proposes a new legal framework to improve access to affordable housing for moderate income workers. Key features include streamlining the development process for affordable housing and providing incentives for builders to construct more rental units. Proponents argue that these measures could alleviate the burden faced by families in search of affordable homes, and promote greater community stability. However, the bill has faced criticism from some lawmakers who contend that it may not address the root causes of the housing process and could potentially lead to unintended consequences due to increased government intervention. As discussions continue, the future of Senate Bill 456 remains in flux, highlighting a crucial moment in the ongoing conversation about housing affordability in Arkansas.
You want to sum that up?
They are essentially, what it does is it changes some zoning laws and takes away some regulations with respect to housing, conversions of housing.
Mm-hmm. So does Arkansas have the same thing that California does, that like how grandma said she has to live in the house for 2 years? Or if she sells it, she loses, I think, half of the profit?
Well, that's because of capital gains tax, because she bought it in the 70s and paid not much for it, and now the housing prices are
way more.
Yeah.
All right.
And they base it on what you paid for it. So
okay.
That's a totally different thing altogether. Good morning, Dennis and Wanda.
Yes, good morning. All right, for local events and local news, the annual Sell It Again on 10 event is coming up on April 2nd through the 5th. Residents and vendors will sell new and used items along the 100-mile stretch of highway from Perry to Hackett. Be sure to check out the local storefront specials during the sale. And don't forget, April Fool's Day is tomorrow, so that's important too.
Oh yeah, today is the last day of. Whoa, we just zoomed in really far.
Whoa!
I don't know what caused that.
Up close and personal.
Yeah. I don't know what I did to do that, but anyway. We have a heartwarming story for you today, one of friendship, history, and a shared milestone that's truly remarkable.
That's right. Two longtime neighbors in England, Josie Church and Ann Wallace Howdrill, just celebrated their joint 101st birthday. Born on the same day in 1924, these incredible women have been side by side for decades and continue to share their special day together.
Can you imagine? Over a century of memories, Josie and Ann have lived next to each other in Oxford since 1980s, and their friendship has only grown stronger over the years. They made it a tradition to celebrate their birthdays together, and this year was extra special.
Josie reflected on their long lives, saying, I think life has gone quite quickly. I don't think we've thought much about the time passing. It just passed. And you know what? That's such a simple yet profound way to look at life.
Looks like it's only on our end that it looks like that. So.
Oh.
Absolutely. After their husbands passed, both women stayed active, throwing themselves into volunteering and creative pursuits. Anne has a background in English studies from St. Hilda's College, Oxford University, and even served as a radio mechanic in the Women's Royal Naval Service during World War II. Later, she worked as a lexicographer for the Oxford English Dictionary. Talk about a love for words.
And last year, she received a long overdue medal for her service from the Royal Navy. What an honor. Meanwhile, Josie trained as a nurse and witnessed the birth of the National Health Service firsthand. She even cared for SS German soldiers during the war, an experience she described as chilling because many of them didn't want to be treated by British nurses.
What incredible lives that they've lived. And their neighborhood in Oxford is just as special. Josie describes it as one big extended family where everyone looks out for one another. What a beautiful sense of community.
When asked for advice on leading a long life, Josie kept it simple. Just live. She added, you know what seems to be, you do what you, we're doing great, aren't we, right?
Yeah.
You do what seems to be needing doing, and then you do that, and then something else takes its place. You just go on from one thing to another. We don't engineer our lives. I think they've engineered us.
That's such a wonderful perspective. Happy 101st birthday to Josie and Anne. May their friendship and wisdom continue to inspire us all.
Yes. Wow. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
As we conclude today's show, we'd like to share a motivational quote to carry you throughout the day.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker.
Very good.
That's all for today, folks. Thanks for joining us on Logan County Breakfast.
We'll see you tomorrow morning with more news, weather, and inspiration. Have a great day.
Have a blessed day, everyone.